What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be a full day of eating. Finally we're filming it, so I think the best full day of eating to show you guys realistically is the one that's just a very good reflection of prep. You know, low food, how I approach it, how I manage nutrition to kind of manage my appetite a little bit, because you do want to think about how you're not starving all the time, and just showing you kind of where my food's at in terms of the desirable amount of food you want to be kind of thinking about eating at this stage in prep, and why I'm doing that. Why am I maybe on lower food than some people would expect? Why am I pushing harder? Why am I ahead with conditioning for some people, what they would think? We're 16 and a half weeks away from the first pro debut, and that means that we're at a point, you know, in prep where this is in my eyes like kind of the make or break time. People that move through the 16 to 12 week out phase either get behind or ahead, and we're doing the work to really push on right now. We really are. Like, food isn't in a high spot, and you're going to see that today. You're going to see where my food's at, the fact that it's not that high, the fact that I'm having to think about appetite a little bit and be smart with how I manage my nutrition. And that's fine, you know, it's really part of it, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the challenge. This is the best I've ever felt in a prep before, by a mile. Like, I feel so much better this prep for this conditioning than I've ever done in the past, and that's because we understand how to push through at the right times. You can always cope with faster fat loss when you have more body fat available. So I lost very quick at the start. We paced it nicely, and as a result I've got into a pretty good condition now, in a point where I feel still pretty decent. I don't feel too messed up. So yeah, I'm going to show you the full day of eating. Right now it is like, I think it's like 9 a.m. So what I do is I kind of just start my morning just fasted. First meal going at literally like around 10:30 a.m. Before that, I will fast with caffeine, and I'll do my morning sup drink, and I'll just delay my first meal pretty far back, because honestly, I find the mornings the easiest in the day, because you're almost getting the benefits of a good night's sleep. So your sleep's carrying over in terms of how you feel good, you haven't used much energy yet. So right now I feel fine. So if I can delay my first meal a bit and just push back all my meals, and then those meals are closer together, my energy is going to feel way better later on. And this approach has made me feel so good. Like, my rest days feel really easy because I'm doing it like this. Instead of me having my first meal right now and then waiting for ages for the next one, and then at midday I'm starving, I've got a closer window, and it massively helps. And then I utilize caffeine at those times when I am fasting to minimize my appetite, because also it works perfectly, because utilizing caffeine earlier in the day is great for sleep. You know, if you use caffeine more earlier in the day and not later, it's not going to carry over when you get into bed and when you go to sleep. So morning sups, I just drink this water, and then I just take my morning sups, which are, I lost the container for my vitamin D, so it's just all in this glass, you can see. So that's vitamin D3 and K2. And then this is my vitamins that I do. Really good, because this has like all your needs in such like one tablet, literally. But I mean, you have two, but you can literally see the panel, like how much stuff is in that. And then omegas, always have omegas. I mean, obviously you should always have omegas, but like if you're dieting and your fats are low, like this is so essential. And yeah, what I'll do is I'll just drink this, and then I'll fill it up again, and I'll mix my morning sups in, which I'll just show you right now what I'm going to have. So I'm going to have Sport Max PM. Wait, it's not PM. This is not PM, it's the morning. Sport Max Neuro. So they have a PM version. This is the day version. So you take this in the morning, or like any time of the day. It's got ashwagandha in, but I quite like it in the morning, because I feel like it's just right now keeping me managing my stress throughout the day. It's got things like lion's mane and other ingredients that are very good for focus. So having this close to bed is just going to make you feel very awake and like focused, which isn't going to help with your sleep. This is good morning supplement. This is great for digestion. So it's like moving digestion kind of along. If your digestion slows down or you have irregularity with your bowel movements and stuff, this is great for it. So this has got glutamine, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, aloe vera. So yeah, very good supplement. And then I also have my electrolytes as well in the morning. So making sure you're really well hydrated is so important, especially for digestion as well, but also just generally speaking, which cannot find it right now. Where is it? Yeah, so this is Train by JP hydration. So I'll mix that in a drink, I'll drink it. I'm gonna make a coffee. I've just got actually these, I've got an espresso machine, but I've got like the ones, because I used to just have espressos. I've actually got more like Americano size. So I'm excited to have that. I love a coffee. I always love coffee, but I love it even more in prep. It just tastes good. So yeah, we're gonna make that. Then fast until 10:30, and then I will show you meal one. We'll show you the approach for the first meal of the day. But yeah, let's do it. Full day of eating, 16.5 weeks out, rest day edition. The lowest my calories are going to be, well, right now, as in because it's a rest day, you know, lower food, and showing you how to manage through prep when you are on low food. Let's go. Right, so we got first meal of the day. It's 10:30 a.m. As I said, I fast until then and then just delay my first meal. So we've got 2 whole eggs. I think it's just good to have some eggs in your diet, like essential fatty acids, especially because I'm not having any fish right now. I think it's good to have something that can provide that. Eggs can, so that's why I put them in, and I think it's just important. Obviously I've got the omegas supplemented, but it's good to do that. So this is going back to the point I said at the start of the video about like tactically thinking about how you can make yourself a bit hungrier. One of the things you want to think about is the time you spend eating. So if you're like, a lot of the time hunger is high because you're not eating for long enough. So sometimes you'll notice you finish a meal and you're still starving, and then 10 minutes later you feel great. So prolonging how long you eat for is a smart thing to do to manage your diet. So what I do is basically, for meal one, I have 3 things: berries, eggs, and Greek yogurt. Every single thing I have is consumed separately. So, you know, obviously I'm not gonna have the eggs with everything, but like you could think, all right, well, why don't I put the berries in the yogurt? But if I have the berries after the yogurt, it just prolongs how long I'm eating for, and it massively improves my satiety. So yeah, we're gonna do 200 grams of yogurt, and I'm gonna put this ESM like flavor powder thing in. Really nice, and it's like no calories. So, because I'm just having plain yogurt. So instead of doing like yogurt and whey, you know, I've got eggs, yogurt on its own, but it tastes nice. But I mean, to be honest, I could eat yogurt plain right now and enjoy it. I'm at that stage, but yeah, so 200 grams of yogurt, and then I'm gonna mix the flavor powder in. So I think we can get 200 grams of yogurt out of this. Almost there. This is a long process. That's 200 grams. Cool. Then, yeah, 1 serving of this is
One serving of this is 3 grams and it's 10 calories. So I think I do like 2 grams to be honest. I don't need much. It just makes it taste really good. It's very nice. This is the chocolate peanut caramel flavour. I just mix that in the yogurt. You can see it goes this nice, like, yeah, it's good. It's really good. The flavouring thing is, yeah, it's good. The mix is really easy. So that is meal 1 sorted. I'm going to put some sriracha on the eggs because sriracha on eggs is, if you have never done it before, is unbelievable. It is so good. And a little bit of pepper. I don't salt my meal 1 because I have a lot more salt in the next meals. But yeah, just a bit of sriracha on here. Come on. That came out way too fast. I'm very consistent with the sauces I do, so I don't track it, but if you're not, then track it. But I just know what meals I have and I don't overdo it, and then I keep it consistent. That's all you need to do. Obviously, hot sauce is super low calories, so you don't really need to worry. But if you're doing things like barbecue sauce, I recommend not doing that anyway because it's very high calories, like normal ketchup, stuff like that. It's not smart to really be having. But yeah, so this is meal 1 of the first meal of the day. It is, off the top of my head because I just do a diet plan, it is 740. Yeah, it's like 35 grams of protein, 11 grams of carbs, and 10 grams of fat. So yeah, pretty much very low cal in first meal of the day. Right now, rest day, meal 1, furthest away from training. I'm just gonna have higher protein, more fats, less carbs. The carbs will increase kind of more throughout the day, a little bit more. And yeah, this will just keep me going until a couple hours from now where I'll have my next meal. Yeah, it's 10:30. Right now I'm hungry, but I'm not that hungry. It's manageable. I honestly suggest if you struggle with your appetite, fast for longer in your morning and you can set things up well. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this. I'm gonna chill out. Milo is watching Bluey. So I'll watch that with him. And yeah, enjoy meal 1. Right, so we are currently, as in me and Milo, when I say we're at the like a splash park because it's 30-degree heat today. It's really hot. On Wednesdays, just so you know, with my routine, I do work in the evenings with clients, so then I have Milo for a little bit longer in the day and we spend quality time together. So we're going to spend some nice time outside, and that means I've prepped my food with me. Obviously, you know, no excuses, just prepare your food. It's funny what these plastic containers can do for you. If you have access to things like this, prep your food. If you don't have access to things like this, buy them. It makes life so much easier. So what we've got, 50 grams of oats, plain, with some salt in, bland, easy. It doesn't make you super hungry because it's plain. I think it's a good tactic if you find you're finishing a meal like, oh, I'm so hungry, just make your food a little bit more bland. And then I've got chicken and veg in here, which is seasoned with paprika, and there's some sriracha on it as well. And there's about like 2 grams of salt in this meal as well. I think Milo thinks I'm giving him this food. You don't need this food. So in this meal there's about 52 grams of protein. There is around 35 grams of carb. And then there's around 8 grams of fats as well. So that is meal 2. Pretty simple stuff. Slow digesting carbs, which, yeah, just keep me fuller for longer in terms of the oats. And yeah, still not that many calories because we are on pretty low food today. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this in about half an hour when we're outside. And yeah, I'll show you meal number 3 in a bit. Meal number 3. 200 grams of chicken, veg, mushrooms, broccoli. Mushrooms are a very good hack if you're hungry, because there's like no calories at all in them. So yeah, and if you like mushrooms, you know, you can enjoy them. So I have quite a lot of mushrooms in my diet. It's definitely not my favorite veg, I just love them. But they're literally such low carb, perfect when you're dieting. So yeah, we got broccoli, mushrooms, chicken, and then a gram of salt and a bit of sriracha as usual. Not too much, just a little bit. This like lighter than light mayo, which I put a tiny bit on. That's running out. And that is literally it. Very small meal. But this is the smallest meal of the day. So you're gonna eat this now in the living room. And yeah, this is like kind of the point now where I've had another coffee. It's like 4 p.m. now, so I'm a bit hungrier, obviously, but the caffeine's definitely helping. It's helping with me kind of managing my appetite. And then, oh shit, let's move that. So now I'm getting to the point now where hunger's a little bit higher, but it's not too bad. It's tolerable just because I'm very well hydrated. I've drunk a lot of fluid. I've had the caffeine, and I've kept busy. We went out, had a really nice time with Milo at the splash park thing. He loved it. And yeah, now I'm just gonna eat this meal. Chicken and veg, simple. It's crazy how much you enjoy this chicken when I'm dieting. It's just a chicken and veg is like amazing. I find it so fascinating how my taste buds change now. Like, everything tastes great. Like certain cream of rice flavors that I hated, now I enjoy. Yeah, so smallest meal of the day. This is 48 grams of protein, 4 grams of fat, 5 grams of carb, pretty much. That's it. The next meal will be a little bit more interesting, so I'll show you that in a couple of hours. But yeah, see you in the next clip. Meal number 4. So I just made pasta for Milo. He's got tortellini, very lucky. I'm very jealous, with tomato sauce. But yeah, this meal is the best meal of the day, 100% the best meal of the day. So we've got 200 grams of 5% beef mince. So if you like beef, definitely get 5% because it's very lean. It's the leanest cut. It's not a cut, but it's the leanest thing you can have in terms of beef. 100 grams of rice, 100 grams of beetroot, 50 grams of kimchi. Kimchi is amazing for gut health. Beetroot is a great vegetable to have as well. Super good for pumps in the gym. Whether or not it's going to make a huge difference for myself at this point in time. But yeah, so it's pretty nicely well-rounded meal. That tastes amazing. I think I'm going to try and keep the beef in throughout the whole prep. You know, if fats go down, I'll probably still keep this in because it tastes so good. Yeah, like the food volume isn't the best because the fats are in the meat, but it just tastes so nice. It's nice to have some beef on a rest day. And there's a bit of sriracha on top as well. Beetroot with beef is amazing. And there's 2 grams of salt in here. There's a lot of salt in this meal, which just makes it taste so good. Pepper, salt, and beef. You have to. Like, if you don't salt your beef, what are you doing? It's a game changer. I feel like it's pretty obvious, but some people literally do not salt their food much at all. So that's ticked off all my sodium intake, which is 5 grams of salt per day, and then 2.5 grams of low salt for potassium. So overall, it's 7.5 grams total. And that really gets my sodium in a good position, which makes such a difference for pumps in the gym and making sure electrolytes are in the right spot. But yeah, gonna eat this with Milo. He's gonna have his food. Yeah, just gonna enjoy the best meal of the day. Let's do it. Actually, because people wanna know, just so you know the macros of this meal, it is 80 grams of carb. It is also 8 grams of fat. And then it is 53 grams of protein. So yeah, not bad. Quite a lot more calories in this meal, which is nice.
and definitely, you know, closer to bed, meal 4, get more carbs in, closer to bed to kind of keep me fueled into tomorrow. Because if I had like loads of carbs in meal 1, meal 2, I probably would just use that in the day, in my rest day, and just burn through it a little bit more. So placing the carbs close to bed, I can just chill out, minimize movement from here until the time I train, and really utilizing the carbs when I need them closer to training, and actually preserving the fullness into training, which I really do believe makes a difference when you get leaner. When you're bulking, it doesn't make much of a difference. Food's always just circulating in your system. That meal timings in terms of carbohydrate timing isn't as important. Obviously, it's important for digestion, but in terms of in terms of timing energy needs and I'm like pushing in energy at the right time, it's not as important. But yeah, anyway, time to eat. Right, final meal of the day. It is meal number 5. It's pretty good meal, this. As I said at the start of the video, like breaking up my meals and having like multiple different things helps with just keeping my satiety in a good spot and making me feel like I'm eating a lot more food. So we've got 250 grams of yogurt, 20 grams of nut butter, 10 grams of whey in this, okay? We then have 20 grams of dark chocolate over here that is literally melting as we speak because it's so fucking hot. It's like 30, yeah, it was literally like 30 degrees today, which I'm coping with pretty well. If I was bulking right now, I would be absolutely dying. So it's days like this I'm quite thankful for being in prep. We've got a banana, 100 grams, and then 100 grams of berries here as well. So, you know, I'll have the dark chocolate first, then the yogurt, and then finish with the fruit. And then it just prolongs how long I eat for. You know, I could literally have all of this in one bowl and it would be over pretty quick. But this helps just keep it feel like keeps me feeling like I'm eating a solid amount of food at least. In the macros of this meal, we have, I just calculate it in my head when I look at, obviously I just follow a diet plan and just put adjustments in. So I don't know like per meal. So I'm having to look at this and figure it out. So it's 37 grams of protein. It is 37 grams of carbs and 20 grams of fats. Yeah. The full macros for today, 175 carb, 45 fat, I believe, and then 230 protein. It's roughly around that ballpark. So rest day food is not hard at all. We're really pushing right now. This might be like, well, I'm sure food will go low at some point, but you know, like when you're at this stage, push on with low food and you will thank yourself. I guarantee it. I feel great. Like today's been an easy day of prep. It's been a pretty smooth day. Feel fine. If I get behind, I'm having to push harder and chase this sort of rate of loss at the end of prep. I'm just going to feel trashed. So you do the work earlier on and then you slow down when you need to, when you're actually pilled and you need to eat up and protect the muscle and protect the performance. So yeah, we're digging in right now and it's worth it. And I'm going to be thanking myself for it. This is the easiest prep's ever been, especially getting into this body composition. It says a lot. It says a lot, and I'm just excited to see what's to come. There's a lot more we can tap into, you know. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. I appreciate everyone watching because I really need to eat because I'm pretty hungry and it's quite late. And yeah, I just want to chill out. I'm going to watch something on TV. I was actually watching the new Captain America on Disney. The new one. It's just come out on Disney Plus. So I'm watching that. I'm halfway through. So I'm going to watch a bit more of that and then get to bed. I've got my sleep supplementation over there. I'm going to drink as well and then just switch off for the rest of the evening. So yeah, but yeah, this is staring me in the face. I need to eat. Appreciate everyone watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed this full day of eating and showing you the reality of prep and the low food and what you need to do to push on and get moving forward with fat loss and you know how you can be smart with managing your appetite as well. It's been a pretty sustainable day. Another day ticked off, another productive day, another rest day. And yeah, tomorrow we've got legs, which I'm excited for. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video very soon. Appreciate all the support. Catch you soon.